Hi guys, Helga from Helga's Pennsylvania Cooking and Homestead here. And today I'm going to make a PA Coal Region comfort food, pierogi casserole. Pierogi casserole has all the components of pierogis, only it doesn't take as much time and effort. Pierogis aren't hard to make, they're just time consuming to make. And when I make them, it's like apple dumplings. Instead of just doing a couple, since you have all the stuff out, you spend a whole day doing a mess of them and then you can freeze a bunch for later. But the pierogi casserole is quicker to put together and not as difficult. And so I'm going to show you how to do that. Now this is for a casserole dish size thing. You could cut this down in half for like an 8x10, 8x8 baker for a family dinner night. Usually when I make a pan like this, it's to take away, but it also freezes well. So, you know, you can put it in for later and pull that out on a weeknight when you're running short of time. But it is the quintessential comfort food. Now, there's easier ways of making this. There's cheater ways of, you can use the white egg noodles and instant mashed potatoes. And that works, and it doesn't taste bad. But I'm going to tell you, it does not have the depth of flavor and pure sinful deliciousness that this does. So if you're not making it that often, I just go for broke. This is also a really great way to use leftover mashed potatoes. I always make tons of mashed potatoes. My family loves potatoes. My dad did, I do. And it's always great for leftovers, whether you're making potato donuts or pierogis, or in this case, pierogi casserole. A million uses for mashed potatoes. So if you don't know what to do with those leftover mashed potatoes, this is a great, easy recipe. There's also a crock pot version of this, and that's good, but you have to be careful because the lasagna noodles, you gotta be careful when you put them in because they tend to get mushy. So I actually like this method the best. And it's only got a few ingredients. I have, of course, the mashed potatoes, bacon, onions, cheese, cream cheese, pepper, and I add a little parsley, and show you here what it looks like. I'm cooking the bacon off right now, and also sauteing my onions in butter. So there's the bacon cooking, my cast iron, and here you can see I've got my onions going, and they're pretty well done. So I'm going to pull them off. And then the next part is here is I have a block of cream cheese with my mashed potatoes. I am going to cut up this cream cheese here into smaller pieces, and I'm going to just warm it up so that that's actually mixed into the mashed potatoes. So the cream cheese and mashed potatoes will be mixed in. Then I have other cheese for the layer because everything's better with cheese. I have my cream cheese and potatoes all mixed in here. And I'm going to, now you can use butter, but I'm just going to use baking spray to line my casserole dish. And it calls for 6 cups of mashed potatoes, 4 cups of cheese. I throw in an 8-ounce block of cream cheese in with potatoes. Other people's recipes don't have onions or bacon, but everything's better with bacon for sure. And if you like onions. And pierogis are always done with onions. So given that, and I used 2 large onions, and then I saute them in butter. So you're gonna put a layer of potatoes down in your pan. Do it this way, like that. Just get it spread out. And you don't want it too thick because you're going to be doing several layers. You also cook up 6 lasagna noodles for this because those will be your dividing layers. There we go. Get the corners good. Okay. Then I'm going to add some of the onions. Like this. Get them spread out evenly. Like I said, if you don't like onions, you can skip this part. But we like onions, so. Alright. Little bit of bacon. Crumble that up. Because, you know, like I always say, everything's better with bacon. And I did like 8 slices. It gives a good flavor, and I don't add any salt to this because I figure it gets enough salt from the bacon. I do add a little pinch of parsley and a little bit of pepper. Like that. And then cheese. And this is a, you know, normally it calls for a blend of, normally it calls for cheddar cheese. This is a blend of cheddar and Monterey Jack and a Asadero cheese. Kind of similar to a Mexican blend, but I really like that. And then have my cooked lasagna noodles. Put in this layer like this, and then you're just going to repeat putting in the mashed potatoes. I'll do it like this so I know I have it enough for the top layer. And I'm just going to work on spreading this out and putting the other layer on. And we'll come back when she's ready to pop in the oven. I'm putting on the top layer, putting on the last of my onions. Here, get them all smooched over. And crumble up my bacon over it. Like this. Oh man, that's just some wonderful goodness. And a little bit of parsley. And a little bit of pepper. And the last round of cheese. Don't need tons, but you want to have enough to give it a nice golden top layer. Okay, so this is what she looks like going into the oven. I'm going to put her in the oven at 375 and bake her for about half an hour until it's all melted. You know, the components are already cooked. Now it's a matter of just melting it all together and getting that nice light golden brown goodness. So I'm going to pop her in the oven and I'll show it to you when it comes out. There it is, out of the oven. Try and get it close up here. Look at all that ooey gooey goodness. So, you know what comes next. I gotta dish her up and see if it's edible. That's what it looks like with the layers in the pan, so you can see what it looks like. And look how good that looks. There you go. That's a better picture of it. And of course now the all ever important taste test. So here it is on the plate, and I just have some ham loaf and lima beans with it because it's our dinner tonight. But yeah, there's the casserole. And with all that's in it, you know, it's not like it could be bad. This is like better than even macaroni and cheese. Oh my God. That is like just a little piece of heaven right there. So that is pierogi casserole, PA cold region favorite here. And if you've never had it, you'll be so sorry that you didn't try it sooner. Give it a shot. It's great to take away to potlucks. It freezes fine and it'll keep a while, so it's good to put away. You know, like when I freeze meatloaf and other stuff, I'll freeze some of this. Although you just may be tempted to eat the whole pan. It's that good. So that is pierogi casserole from here in the cold region. Until next time, bye.